As for the US, it has forever taken pride in calling itself a free society, free from the inequality and discrimination that exists in the rest of the world. America appointed itself the global cop and meted out punishment to others for real or exaggerated abuses. It invaded countries, attacked countries to uphold democracy, it said, and to uphold human rights. It passed resolutions on others. It poked its nose in everybody's business, all the time portraying itself as a torchbearer of human rights. Well, now the mask has come off again. Let me explain with examples. July 2018, the people of Nicaragua hit the streets calling for democratic reform. The White House was the first to condemn what it called human rights abuses by the regime of Daniel Ortega. January 2019, Iraq, a country America has exploited for decades, was hit by violent protests. The White House condemned the deadly violence and urged Iraq's government, listen to this, urging Iraq to exercise maximum restraint. And just very recently, New Delhi was rocked by violence after months of protests. Do you know what the US did? The USCIRF, a US government body, declared that secularism in India was dead. It downgraded India to the lowest rank possible on the Human Rights Index. India was placed in the league of the most secretive and most authoritarian regimes the world has known. North Korea, China and Pakistan were in the same category as India. The USCIRF even recommended sanctions against India. What would this body recommend against America now? Which category will it place the US in for the daylight murder of a black man? And for the president threatening to have the protesters shot, what sanctions does it recommend? The myth of freedom in the land of the free has been busted. A black man has died with a white police officer kneeling on his neck, refusing to allow him to breathe for more than 8 minutes. 8 minutes, 46 seconds to be precise. A black journalist covering the protests is handcuffed and arrested on air. A white journalist reporting just a few blocks away is treated with politeness. Look at this. This is the America of equality.
I'm probably going to be taken in a minute.
Policemen are ramming their SUVs into crowds of protesters. 2 police vehicles drove into the crowd in Brooklyn with protesters screaming for their life. Look at this too. This is the America of maximum restraint. And then there are leaders defending police violence. Bill de Blasio, the mayor of New York, has spoken in defense of this act by the NYPD, the New York Police Department. He says the policemen were only trying to get out of there. What happened in Minneapolis violates every American watchdog standards on identity-based discrimination. The crackdown on protesters breaches their standards of state-sponsored violence. Where are the self-righteous human rights reports now? Where are the resolutions? Where is the condemnation? America preaches equality to the world, but practices racism and discrimination at home. The entire world is sitting in judgment now, and the US will have to take it. After all, you will only reap what you sow.